Nurturing self-love. The pillars of personal empowerment. Self-love is an essential aspect of personal well-being and fulfillment. It involves having a healthy regard for oneself, accepting one's strengths and weaknesses, and pursuing happiness and favorable outcomes in life. Sam Vaknin, a prominent writer and expert on narcissism, delves into the concept of self-love and presents a comprehensive framework comprising 4 pillars that are crucial for its development. These pillars, namely self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-trust, and self-efficacy, provide individuals with the necessary foundation to cultivate a deep and genuine love for themselves. In his writings, Vaknin emphasizes the significance of self-awareness as the first pillar of self-love. This entails having an intimate and realistic understanding of oneself, devoid of delusions or distorted perceptions. It involves recognizing one's strengths, weaknesses, talents, limitations, and shortcomings. Vaknin highlights the importance of being compassionate towards oneself in this process, rejecting critical and negative internalized voices that do not align with genuine self-awareness. By embracing a compassionate self-awareness, individuals can lay the groundwork for a more authentic and realistic perception of themselves. The second pillar, self-acceptance, builds upon self-awareness. Once individuals have gained insight into their true selves, they may encounter feelings of disappointment, self-rejection, or even self-hatred. Vaknin emphasizes the need for individuals to accept their core identity, embracing who they truly are, and separating it from external influences and societal expectations. Self-acceptance is an unconditional and compassionate embrace of one's personality, character, relationships, experiences, and circumstances. By acknowledging and embracing their core identity, individuals can foster a sense of self-love that is grounded in authenticity and self-validation. Self-trust forms the third pillar of self-love, and it addresses the issue of individuals doubting their own intentions, decision-making abilities, and capacity to have their best interests at heart. Many people struggle with trust due to past experiences of making wrong choices or feeling driven towards self-destruction. Vaknin encourages individuals to develop a belief in their ability to set rational and beneficial goals, as well as the capacity to realize them. By recognizing their track record of setting and achieving goals, individuals can regain confidence, self-esteem, and ultimately trust in themselves. Self-trust is crucial in enabling individuals to navigate life with a sense of empowerment and autonomy. Lastly, self-efficacy serves as the fourth pillar of self-love. It involves the belief that individuals are capable of setting realistic goals and achieving outcomes that align with those goals. Vaknin highlights the importance of reflecting on past experiences to realize that individuals possess the ability to set and accomplish goals, even in the face of adversity. By recognizing their inherent self-efficacy, individuals can develop a sense of empowerment and self-confidence, trusting in their own capabilities to navigate life successfully. Sam Vaknin's insights on self-love offer a comprehensive framework consisting of 4 pillars: self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-trust, and self-efficacy. These pillars provide individuals with the necessary tools to develop a genuine and healthy love for themselves. By cultivating self-awareness, embracing their core identity, trusting their intentions and abilities, and recognizing their capacity to set and achieve goals, individuals can foster a deep sense of self-love that guides them towards personal growth, happiness, and a fulfilling life. Self-love is the practice of regarding oneself in a healthy and realistic manner, without falling into extremes of either inflated self-importance or self-deprecation. This essay explores the importance of self-love and outlines 3 tests to determine if one possesses healthy self-love. Firstly, having a realistic view of oneself is crucial. A narcissistic individual sees themselves in a grandiose and exaggerated manner, lacking the ability to accurately assess their own abilities and limitations. They believe they are perfect, brilliant, and all-powerful. On the other hand, some individuals see themselves as untalented, stupid, dangerous, or crazy, perceiving themselves in an inferior light. Both of these extremes are pathological and do not reflect a healthy self-image. It is essential to perceive oneself as one truly is, without overestimating or underestimating one's qualities and flaws. The second test of healthy self-love involves pursuing happiness. Surprisingly, many people do not actively seek their own happiness. Instead, they engage in behaviors that make them miserable or self-destructive. They sabotage their own lives and fail to prioritize their well-being. To foster self-love, individuals must strive for their own happiness and engage in actions that yield positive outcomes, both in the short and long term. The third test of healthy self-love is the pursuit of favorable outcomes. This test focuses on whether individuals consistently act in ways that generate optimal results for themselves. Unfortunately, some individuals engage in self-sabotaging behavior, working diligently on projects only to destroy them at the last minute, or investing time and effort in relationships only to engage in senseless arguments that lead to their demise. Such self-destructive actions undermine their own well-being. Genuine self-love involves behaving in a manner that consistently generates positive outcomes and supports personal growth and fulfillment. In summary, self-love entails regarding oneself in a realistic and balanced manner, avoiding extremes of narcissism or self-deprecation. 3 tests can determine if one possesses healthy self-love: having a realistic view of oneself, pursuing happiness, and seeking favorable outcomes. By practicing self-love, individuals can foster a positive self-image, prioritize their well-being, and create a foundation for personal growth and fulfillment. The importance of self-love and its 4 conditions are discussed. The author emphasizes that it is crucial to satisfy all 4 conditions for healthy self-love, as neglecting any of them can lead to negative consequences. We begin by addressing the need for self-love and its impact on one's life. Without self-love, individuals become increasingly unhappy and ineffective, experiencing a decline in their overall well-being. It is stated that self-love is essential for living life in a proper and fulfilling manner. Furthermore, we highlight the connection between self-love and being loved by others. The author argues that in order to receive love from others, one must first love themselves. If individuals lack self-love, they inadvertently communicate this to others through their behavior, choices, and language. Consequently, this raises doubts in the minds of others about why they should love someone who does not love themselves. It is viewed as risky and unwise to invest love in someone who does not possess self-love. We also explore the developmental aspect of self-love. It suggests that the first love humans experience is self-love, followed by love for others. The author emphasizes that loving oneself is crucial, as it serves as a foundation for learning how to love others. Failure to cultivate self-love hinders one's ability to truly love and connect with others. Moreover, we highlight the adverse effects of lacking self-love. Living in a loveless environment, characterized by a lack of love from oneself and others, is described as a sad and potentially fatal existence. Studies have shown that individuals who lack love and meaningful relationships experience negative health outcomes, including a higher risk of suicide and premature death. In summary, we stress the significance of self-love and the 4 conditions required to achieve it. It emphasizes the role of self-love in leading a fulfilling life and forming meaningful connections with others. Moreover, it highlights the negative consequences that arise from a lack of self-love, both in terms of personal well-being and overall survival. The first condition for self-love discussed is self-awareness, which encompasses several components. Self-awareness begins with intimacy with oneself, which involves being honest and not deluding oneself. It requires avoiding living in a fantasy or relying on defense mechanisms that distort self-knowledge. Genuine self-awareness means truly knowing who you are. The second aspect of self-awareness is detailed knowledge. This means that no parts of oneself are repressed, suppressed, forgotten, or dissociated. It involves having full access to 100% of one's mind, life, motivations, wishes, fears, emotions, feelings, and sensations. Detailed knowledge is interconnected with intimacy. Compassion is the third condition for self-awareness. It emphasizes the importance of having a compassionate self-awareness rather than a sadistic or critical one. Negative internalized voices from the past, such as those of abusive parents, teachers, or peers, should not be mistaken as genuine self-awareness. True self-awareness treats oneself gently, tenderly, and with empathy. We emphasize that self-awareness must also be accompanied by a realistic assessment of oneself. Loving oneself requires knowing oneself as one truly is, including both positive and negative aspects, skills, talents, limitations, shortcomings, and the ability to make a realistic evaluation. This includes conducting an SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, others, their roles and input in one's life, and threats, realistic appraisal of challenges. We highlighted the importance of self-awareness as the first pillar for developing self-love. It involves intimate, detailed, and compassionate knowledge of oneself, coupled with a realistic assessment of one's strengths, weaknesses, and the influence of others. By cultivating self-awareness, Individuals lay the foundation for nurturing a healthy sense of self-love. Now, the second pillar of self-love is discussed, which is self-acceptance. The author explains that self-awareness is a prerequisite for self-acceptance, as one cannot accept oneself without being aware of who they truly are. However, self-awareness can sometimes lead to self-rejection, particularly when individuals do not like what they have learned about themselves. We highlight the importance of self-acceptance as an unconditional form of love. It emphasizes that self-acceptance should not be conditional based on certain criteria or achievements. Conditional love can be destructive and push individuals further away from themselves. Unconditional self-acceptance is compared to the love a mother should provide to a child, which is not based on performance or external factors. Self-acceptance also involves embracing one's core identity. The author distinguishes between core identity and peripheral identity. Core identity is described as the unchanging part of oneself, while peripheral identity is reactive and influenced by external factors. When individuals interact with others, they often initially engage with their peripheral identities. Intimacy allows individuals to move closer to their core identity, where they can either accept or reject it. We emphasize the need to accept and physically embrace one's core identity. It compares this process to clinging to a rock in a stormy sea, where the core identity serves as a stable anchor amidst changing circumstances. Accepting one's personality, character, relationships, experiences, and life circumstances is essential in developing self-love. In conclusion, self-acceptance is a vital component of self-love. It requires self-awareness and an unconditional form of love. Embracing one's core identity, which remains constant amidst changing external factors, is crucial for developing self-acceptance. By accepting and embracing oneself, individuals can strengthen their self-love and find stability amidst life's challenges. The third pillar of self-love is discussed, which is self-trust. The author explains that many individuals lack self-trust due to past experiences where they have made wrong choices or faced failures. This leads them to believe that they do not have their own best interests in mind, and that they are self-destructive. We emphasize the need for individuals to have conviction and trust in themselves. Self-trust involves believing that one is pursuing their own best interests, and that they have their own back. However, negative experiences and self-perception can undermine self-trust. Individuals may feel that they are driven towards self-sabotage, and that an alien force within them pushes them to make wrong choices and end up in undesirable situations. We further explore the phenomenon of external locus of control, where individuals believe that their lives are not under their own control, but determined by external factors or other people. This lack of self-trust leads individuals to invest their energy in others rather than themselves. They become overly focused on external influences and lose sight of their own needs, wishes, and dreams. This can result in a loss of identity and a sense of dependency on others. The author emphasizes that self-trust is critical for developing self-love. It requires individuals to believe that they have control over their own lives, and that they are not excessively dependent on external factors. While everyone has some level of dependence and external control, it is important to maintain a sense of autonomy and protect one's core identity. This pillar raises the issue of sacrificing oneself in pursuit of fulfilling needs, wishes, and fantasies. It warns that if individuals lose sight of their own existence and well-being in the process, even when these desires are realized, they may feel empty and unfulfilled because they have sacrificed their own sense of self. In conclusion, self-trust is an essential pillar for cultivating self-love. It involves believing in one's own best interests and having confidence in one's ability to make choices and navigate life. Overcoming external locus of control and maintaining a sense of autonomy are crucial in building self-trust and preserving one's core identity. The final pillar of self-love is self-efficacy. Self-efficacy refers to the belief that one is capable of setting and achieving rational, realistic, and beneficial goals. It involves having confidence in one's ability to pursue and realize these goals, connecting them to positive outcomes in reality. The author explains that developing self-efficacy involves reflecting on one's past experiences and realizing that they have consistently set and achieved goals throughout their life. Setting goals, even simple ones, is an inherent part of survival, and everyone possesses self-efficacy to some extent. Recognizing this ability to manipulate and navigate the environment instills a sense of empowerment, self-confidence, and trust in oneself. This healthy narcissism allows individuals to believe in their own capabilities and efficiency. We explore the question of why self-love is necessary. Some argue that with enough life experience, self-love is not essential, as one can rely on their knowledge and practicality to achieve goals. However, the author points out that experience often comes too late in life, and the lessons learned from it may not be applicable to future situations due to age, lost opportunities, or changing circumstances. On the other hand, self-love is depicted as a stable and reliable guide, like a rock. It serves as a loyal and trustworthy friend that is always concerned with one's well-being and happiness. Self-love acts as a compass, preventing reckless and self-destructive behavior, and guiding individuals to make wise choices that align with their boundaries and values. In conclusion, self-efficacy and self-love are the final pillars of self-love. Believing in one's ability to set and achieve goals and trusting oneself are essential for a fulfilling and proper life. While experience can be valuable, it often falls short in providing guidance for future endeavors. Self-love, however, remains constant and serves as a reliable guide in navigating life's complexities and making choices that lead to personal growth, contentment, and overall well-being. Sam Vaknin's exploration of self-love has shed light on the importance of cultivating a healthy and genuine relationship with oneself. Through his 4 pillars of self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-trust, and self-efficacy, Vaknin has provided individuals with a comprehensive framework for developing self-love. Self-awareness acts as the foundation for self-love, enabling individuals to gain an intimate and realistic understanding of themselves. By embracing a compassionate self-awareness, individuals can navigate through life with a clearer perception of their strengths, weaknesses, and limitations. This understanding forms the basis for self-acceptance, the pillar that encourages individuals to embrace their core identity and separate it from external influences. Self-acceptance empowers individuals to love themselves unconditionally, fostering a sense of authenticity and self-validation. The pillar of self-trust addresses the doubts and insecurities that can hinder self-love. By recognizing their track record of setting and achieving goals, individuals can regain confidence and trust in their ability to make sound decisions. Self-trust is vital in allowing individuals to embrace their autonomy and navigate life with a sense of empowerment. Lastly, self-efficacy reinforces self-love by instilling a belief in one's capacity to set and achieve realistic goals. By reflecting on past experiences of goal setting and accomplishment, individuals can recognize their inherent ability to shape their lives and pursue their desires. Self-efficacy empowers individuals to approach life with a sense of purpose, resilience, and confidence. In summary, Sam Vaknin's insights on self-love provide a roadmap for individuals seeking to cultivate a healthy and authentic relationship with themselves. By embracing self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-trust, and self-efficacy, individuals can develop a deep sense of self-love that serves as a guiding compass in life. This self-love allows for personal growth, fulfillment, and the ability to make choices that align with one's true desires and values. Ultimately, self-love is not a selfish or narcissistic pursuit. It is a fundamental aspect of overall well-being that positively impacts every area of life. It enables individuals to form healthier relationships, make better choices, and live authentically. By embracing the pillars of self-love outlined by Sam Vaknin, individuals can embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery, acceptance, and personal empowerment.